to Footy Funatics at the Burvale Hotel. Are you all excited? You don't look it just yet. I'm waiting for you to get a little bit more pumped up. You know, we've got Jager O'Meara and we've obviously got Tom Mitchell here for you. Yeah, that's getting a bit better. It's getting a little bit better. We want you to get pumped up because we have got a fantastic show here for you tonight. We're going to entertain you. You're going to entertain us. It works like that because this is where the players meet the fans and the fans meet the players. So get involved. We'll do photos over there at half-time. You can stand over there, do your best footy pose with them. That will go onto your Facebook page as your profile. All that stuff will work. But what I need to talk to you about is this is the only live and interactive footy panel show going around in Australia. Basically, as I said, this is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. Tonight we've got two champions here from the Hawthorn Football Club to discuss where the second half of the season's going to be going. We want to know, and obviously you do too. There's no more buys until the finals. This is where the serious stuff begins. The Hawks have been there before. Will they be there again? That's what we want to find out. So that's what we're going to do. I'd like you to put your hands together when these boys come out, and what we're going to do is welcome our first panellist to the show. He was born on the 23rd of February in 1994. He's played 48 games, 4 of them with the Hawthorn Football Club, and he's kicked a total of 28 goals. He wears the number 10 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Jager O'Meara.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty fighting horse. We love our club and we play to win. Riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn. Come what may, you'll find us striding.
Here we go. Handsome looking devil, isn't he? Hey, good looking rooster. We like this. We get two good looking boys up here and me. So anyway, we'll have some fun with the boys. Welcome to the show, mate. First time, so just go a little bit easy on him, everyone. All right, just ease it into him. He'll be fine, though. Don't you worry about that. Our second panellist, he was born on the 31st of May, 1993. He's played 78 games and kicked a total of 13 goals with the Hawthorn Football Club. He's also had 42 goals. He wears the number 3 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Tom Mitchell.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty fighting horse.
I can hear
we love our club and we play to win. Woo. Riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn.
Oh yeah, join in. There we go. Tommy Mitchell, welcome to the show. Welcome both the boys. This is fantastic. Tom Mitchell, Jager O'Meara. We wanted to go for something a little bit different at this show, for this particular event, because we've done the Hawthorn shows over the period of years that we have been doing them, and I wanted to get some fresh new blood onto the show so as all you wonderful people could meet these two guys. So thanks for making yourselves available, and thanks for coming along.
No worries, good to be here. Thanks for having us. Cheers.
So the way it works, boys, they're going to get to meet you, and we'll ask a few questions that'll be a little bit probing and otherwise. And at the same time, you'll get to find out a little bit about these guys as the show goes on as well. That's where it gets really interesting. So we're going to start off with our first segment. This is where we get into it. This segment's called What About Me? You can tell there's just a little bit of nerves in the room, all right? But they'll be right. We'll be okay. This is where, as I said, we'll get to ease you into it, all right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to ask you like 20 questions. And the 20 questions that I'll be asking to both of you, but I would like you to probably answer it first, Tom. Give you a little bit of time just to work out what you want to say, and then we'll go through it. So what I wanted to know, Tom, when you were growing up, who did you barrack for?
I was a big Carlton supporter growing up.
Yeah, you normally get that response?
Normally. Yeah. Obviously on the Hawthorn bandwagon now, though. So.
Yes. You'll win them over. Just keep answering questions like that and you'll be right. What about you, Jager?
Originally from Western Australia, so I grew up barracking for the Eagles.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You probably get that response as well. Can you remember the emotion of being told you're in the team for the first time? Tom?
Yeah, I do remember it. It was with my former team up in Sydney, and John Longmire and the captain, Kieran Jack, called me into the office and thought I might have been in a bit of trouble, but I didn't know what was going on, but got called in and told I was playing my first game. So, yeah, it was a great feeling. Oh,
good feeling. There you go.
Yeah,
Same?
Mine was obviously at Gold Coast, and Bluey McKenna called me into his room and let me know, and yeah, it was a great feeling for me, yeah.
Good on you. Well done. I like that. Can you remember your first goal against who and where? What about you, Tom?
Yeah, I was actually lucky enough to kick my first goal in my first game. So I think I came on as the sub that game. It was against the Bombers at the SCG, and I grabbed one off the ground from the goal square. Might have been a cheap one, but I'll take it. So.
Yeah, good. And
yeah, similar. Mine was in my first game as well. So St Kilda in 2013, and kind of just threw it on the boot and it went through somehow. So
gotta like it. At least you've got the memory of it. What was the feeling? What was the feeling like after your first game?
Yeah, it was a good feeling. It's one of the games I think you always remember throughout your entire career. It's the game you probably have your biggest build-up to, your childhood dream, and you get to fulfil that. So,
awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah, mine was pretty cool. I've got a bit of a cool story. You got given a footy after the game to hand out to a little kid, and everyone went to one side of the ground, and I went to the opposite side of the ground. And I didn't know this at the time, but I went to hand a ball to a little kid, and then my old man was there, so it was pretty cool to share that moment with him.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Yeah, very good. Who is or was your favourite player, past player? Anywhere, any club?
Past player would probably be Footy, just because I was a Carlton fan. So that was when I was really young, and growing up, as I got a bit older, probably Gary Ablett. Always admired him. So
yeah, being an Eagles fan, my two favourite players for their on-field stuff were Benny Cousins and Chris Judd. I was a big Eagles fan, and they both played in the midfield, so loved the way they both played. Yeah,
that makes sense. Absolutely. Did you have a player's poster hanging up on your wall when you were growing up?
No, I would have had one of Jager if I could have got to watch him play, but no posters for me.
Yeah, okay.
No posters for me either.
No posters? No? Interesting. Different time, different era. What's the one thing about footy that you love?
The best part is that I think it's a job that you love to do and look forward to every day, and you get to go into the club with 40 of your best mates and just have a good time and do what you love doing, which is kick the footy around and train hard together. So that's the best part.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, similar. Just the friendships that you make from footy. Usually they last a lifetime, so just the friendships.
Yeah, good. All right. What's the hardest thing about being a footballer, something that we wouldn't be aware of?
The hardest thing is probably just the sacrifices, I think, that you have to make. So obviously being young and all your friends are going out and doing what every 23, 24-year-old does, you have to make sacrifices to be in the privileged position that we are. So that's the tough thing in a way, but at the same time, we're very fortunate to do what we do.
Good. Love it. Great answer.
Well said, Tom.
Yeah.
Same as
I'm with him. Yeah. See, it always helps if you go second in the answers. Yeah. If there was a story in the newspaper, what would the headline say about you?
About me? Hopefully something nice. I'm not too sure. Geez, that's a tough one. I might hand over to Jager for this one.
Mine's most recently been about my knee, so something to do with my knee. Jager bombs out with another knee injury or something like that.
Oh, don't you hate that one? Can't they come up with something a little bit more original? All right. What else would you like to achieve outside of footy?
Outside of footy, I'm doing a university degree.
Okay.
Studying sports science, so it's taking its time. I'm going pretty slow with it, but if I can complete that, I'd be pretty happy. Good. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, similar part-time at uni, doing a business degree, so pretty boring, but getting it done, which is good.
Regardless, it's keeping you active. Is there a routine on game day that you both stick to religiously? Is there something that you're not necessarily superstitious, but...
Yeah, I have a routine. I think most players have a routine that they stick to, so... mine generally involves getting to the ground about 2.5 hours before the game. I think most players might be about 2 hours, but I like to sort of get there and get my strapping and massage and physio treatment, so I'm feeling nice and limber and ready to go. So that's normally my routine. Yeah,
right. 2.5 hours. Okay. And,
yeah, I don't usually get there that early. I'm usually about 2 hours and similar routine, massage, get strapped up, get physio. And then get ready to go,
So it is not necessarily repetitious, but it is the things that you do and you're consistent with it.
Yeah, they're normally, for me anyway, it's something I have the same order of things I do things in before the team warm-up, so just to feel myself, like to feel prepared, and that's the sort of way you do it.
All right, good. What's the funniest thing you've ever heard on or off the field? Something spring to mind that you just go... I can't believe he just said that.
Used to play on Sam Mitchell a little bit when I was at Sydney, and he was always pretty funny. He had a few funny things to say here and there, so I always enjoyed playing on him.
Right. Anything you can allude to?
Nothing springs to mind. Just him as in general, yeah.
I got one funny enough. It was about Sammy Mitchell as well, playing against him one year, and I'm not very good with Gatorade or any liquid during the game. Like, I can't stomach it.
Right.
So I think it was halfway through the second quarter and I was vomiting on the ground. And then Sammy Mitchell came up to me and punched me in the guts and said something like, "You can't be vomiting only halfway through the second, mate. There's still 2.5 quarters to go." So, yeah, he gave it to me a bit then. Yeah,
wow. He hasn't changed at all, has he? Is there someone at the club behind the scenes that you really admire for their dedication and passion? Want to give a shout out to someone?
Yeah, there's plenty of people who give up their hard, their time and effort. Massage therapists, trainers. Kenny, we have two old blokes, Kenny and Bobby, their names are, who wash the jumpers after every training. They're always there bright and early in the morning, so maybe a little shout out to Kenny and Bobby. Cool,
there you go, Kenny and Bobby. Beautiful.
We've also got the Colonel, his nickname is. He helps out at Box Hill as well.
Right.
He helps out with all our towels and all that stuff, our water bottles and protein and all that. He also, on a Tuesday, we get into the club a bit later and we're a bit strict on parking there, so he sets up a little fence and fences off people, and we ended up giving him a gold coin donation for doing that.
That's cool then,
that's
right.
Cool, yeah.
The Colonel, all right, I like the Colonel. Who should we keep an eye out for at the club, up and coming? Who would you like to suggest there?
I think there's a few coming through. I think Ryan Burton's been one that's well documented.
Yeah, hasn't he? Wow.
I think someone like a Tim O'Brien could be a really good player as well.
Yep.
We've seen him play a few good games this year when he flies for his marks, so I think he's another one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Birdo's really impressed me. He's been super. He played really well on Thursday night, as did a number of our younger players. So Birdo's one to keep an eye out for.
All right, wonderful. What is your favourite footy memory growing up?
For me, it would be. So my dad was obviously played football and played for Carlton, and I remember when I was really young, ran through the banner with him, which was a great experience. I don't know, I was pretty young, so I don't know how I remember it, but I just have little flashes, which is always sort of good to look back on.
Absolutely.
Mine's probably, I played in a premiership one year in senior footy in Geraldton, so I'm from Western Australia.
Yeah.
Come from the country and played in a premiership as a 15-year-old, so got fond memories of that and still some great mates from playing in that game.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, well done. All right. What's the coolest thing you've ever done? Holiday-wise?
I've done skydiving.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Where and how?
I think it might have been in Queenstown in New Zealand.
Okay.
So probably wouldn't do it again, but at least I can say I've done it.
How recent was that, Tom?
That would be within a year, maybe 6 months ago. Oh, yeah, about that. Yeah,
okay, yeah, right. An experience you enjoyed at the time, but looking back on it, no.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, all right. And Jager?
Yeah, mine's probably Sail Croatia. I did it with a couple of schoolmates from back home. So it was 9 different islands in Croatia on nine nights. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, that is. Yeah, very done. I like it a lot. Who would you most like to meet on the planet, if you could?
I'd have to go with, I'm a big basketball fan, so I think LeBron James. I'd love to meet him. It's
the most common answer I get on this show for that particular question, so I'm right up there with you. You?
I watched Wonder Woman the other night, and that Gal Gadot, she was a pretty good-looking woman, so maybe her.
Well, there you go. I like it. All right. What's the worst item of clothing you own but you can't throw out?
I've got a few Hawaiian shirts. They might have been for Hawaiian-themed parties, so I've probably got to get rid of them.
Yeah, right. But you've got them, can't throw them out, but they've got to go soon. Yeah, all right.
A couple of Mad Monday kits. I think I dressed up as a girl one year and still got that kit, so I think it's got a few stains on it from a couple of drinks, but that's probably the one.
All right, I like it. What I wanted to ask you, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Never actually done karaoke, so we don't have to do it tonight, do we?
Do we?
Nah.
I don't remember whether we... No, we don't. No, Tom, you're safe. You're right. If you had to step up and you had to belt one out, what would it be?
Maybe like Horses.
Horses,
maybe
Darryl
Horses.
Braithwaite. Okay, yeah. What would yours be, mate?
Probably either K-Shan or Sweet Caroline.
Ah, bit of Neil Diamond or Cold Chisel. All right, good. Boys, what's your favourite perk outside of footy? Is it the recognition, discounts, product giveaways, endorsements, or drink cards?
Drink cards, yeah.
Drink cards. That's your answer and sticking with it?
Yeah, stick with
And
it.
it's unanimous. Yeah, all right. Okay, Jaeger O'Meara, the number one song on the day that you were born was this.
Alright, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, everything's gonna be alright.
There you go. That was E17, It's Alright. That was obviously came out on the, well, it was the year that you were born, but obviously I don't expect you to remember it. But Tom Mitchell, the number one song on the day that you were born was this.
I'm gonna go my way.
Lenny Kravitz. You know that one? Yeah. I like it. The boys go, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. No, it's good. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the boys. That's us just getting to know them a little bit. That wasn't too hard, boys. Nice and easy. I've got Sandy out on the floor, and we've obviously got a few people in the room tonight. So have you got any questions lined up? Is there anybody out there?
Daniel.
Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you going? I guess first question for Jaeger. Jaeger, you have the most talked about knee in the history of knees. Tell us, obviously we all want to know where it's at, and rather than all the negative rubbish we're hearing in the media, how far are you away, and how's the rehab going?
Yeah, I don't have a timeline for you, unfortunately. I'd love to give you one, but yeah, it's kind of like a week by week process. It's a bit of a cliche, but that's the way it is at the moment. I've got some bone stress in my kneecap, so it's got nothing to do with the previous injury. My tendon's sweet. But yeah, it's just a week by week process at the moment. I've had 3 weeks of going a little bit cold turkey. Had to come back, reset a little bit, and now I'm back and running. So hopefully I'll play a few more games this year. I'm not too sure how many, but that's a goal for me this year, to play a few more games.
Must be really annoying for you just to obviously get over one and then another one to come up, and you're just like, come on, I just want to get out there. This is what I love to do. It's what I'm paid to do, and I haven't got the opportunity to do so. So obviously the fans are frustrated, but you'd be more frustrated by the lack of an ability to get out there as well.
Yeah.
So disappointing from that perspective.
Yeah, obviously being a football player, all you want to do is play football,
yeah.
And I'm not able to do that at the minute. So it's frustrating because I was feeling really good in the pre-season games and in the first 3 games of the year. I wasn't getting any soreness in the knee at all and no swelling post-game, so I was feeling awesome. And yeah, I've had a little bit of a setback, but the physios and the doctors are really, really positive that I'll be able to get back to where I was.
Good on you, mate.
I just need to take a step back for a little minute.
Understood, and we wish you all the best with that. Another question, Sam.
Adam.
Hello, Adam.
Tom Mitchell, how did you feel when you got 50 disposals?
How did you feel when you got 50 disposals? You can use the word bloody awesome if you like.
It didn't really mean too much at the end of the night. I think we lost the game to, I think it was Collingwood that night, so we'd much rather trade all of them for a win. But we actually get to play them again this weekend, which is exciting. But it was a funny sort of game. I think the ball just sort of bounced my way a little bit, and a few lucky things went my way. It was just one of those games, but it would have been great to win. That was probably the main thing.
Damn fine player, wouldn't you agree? You don't get that many possessions without being a fine player. Sandy.
The lovely Diane.
Hello, Diane.
Hello. Tom Mitchell. I reckon you're going to win the Brownlow this year.
Sandy.
Do you think you're there?
I'm not too sure. I don't think so. It's not something I suppose you think about the individual awards whilst you're playing. Obviously, we were focusing on getting ourselves as a team going at the moment, and we had a great win in Adelaide, which was really pleasing. So if we can get that momentum going through at the end of the season, that'd be great. But if I could give you a tip, I think someone like a Dustin Martin, I think he's had a great season. I think he might be a chance to win it.
For sure. Okay, well understood. And one last one, Sam.
Okay, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Thank you. Hey, welcome to the club, guys. It's great to have you on board for starters. All right. Jaeger, I must admit, I call you my boy crush. So, yeah, there you go. And Tom, pretty traditional. I call you son.
He's mine too anyway, don't worry.
And I'm calling you son of a... Question I got for you, though, Glenferrie. I wondered if... 2 things, I guess. Glenferrie, if you've been there and done the route through there, and also Dingley, if you can tell us anything about that. Dingley, the new setup there, or to be the new setup, yeah.
Yeah, so we had a family day at Glenferrie Oval probably a couple of months ago now. So I got to see some of the history there. Obviously, a lot of Hawthorn footy was played there, so it was pretty cool. Also, when we got inducted into Hawthorn, Peter Knights gave us a speech and spoke about Glenferrie Oval and the history there too. So that was pretty cool. Seen some of the plans for Dingley. Haven't driven through there yet, but wouldn't mind going and have a look at the site in the near future. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the boys just being frank and honest. Thanks for the questions from the floor. We appreciate it. Put your hands together for the boys, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a footy show, so we're going to discuss a little bit of football, but we get in and out of this really, really quickly. So we're just going to introduce it and see how we go. All right, Sam, knock on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's round 15. It's on Friday night. Thank God. Get rid of Thursday night football. Oh. Anyway, it's good to have Friday night football back. June the 30th it is. It's at the MCG, 7:50 p.m. It's Melbourne versus Sydney. Let's hear the Melbourne song.
It's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag. It's the
Yep, thank you very much. You're only clapping because it's Jordan Lewis, so... and let's hear the Sydney song.
Cheer, cheer the red and
that'll do. Thank you very much. All right. Melbourne 5th on the ladder, 8 wins, 5 losses. Sydney position 10th on the ladder, 6 wins, 7 losses. What do you think here, boys? Tips?
Tough one. They both had pretty close games last week. It's
going to be a cracker game, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good game.
Yep.
I'm going to go... I think Melbourne's got a few out, so I'm going to go with Sydney.
Sydney, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw that today as well. I think Jack Watts has had a good season. Jeff Garlett, Jesse Hogan might be out. Obviously a home game for Melbourne at the MCG, and they've been in great form. But I think Sydney's in pretty good recent form too, so I think they might win. Yeah,
they've been the best informed team the last five games, 5 rounds. You know, so. I would like to think it might be Sydney, but Duxie's out there, so I reckon I'll go for Melbourne. This game, Saturday night, July the 1st. It's the Bulldogs versus West Coast at Etihad Stadium. Let's hear Bulldogs. Thank you very much, Sam. Let's go straight to West Coast. Thank you very much. Bulldogs 9th on the ladder, 7 wins, 6 losses. West Coast 7th on the ladder, 7 wins, 6 losses. So 7 wins, 6 losses. It's going to be a fair repetition throughout this round. Etihad 1:45 p.m. What are your thoughts here?
I'd probably tip West Coast if it was in Perth, but I'm going to go with the Doggies.
Okay, good. Doggies.
Yeah, I think the Bulldogs as well.
Yep.
I think it was around this time last year where they really started to get their brand of footy going, and I think they're too good of a team not to start to get it going again, so I think they might win. Too
true. Well said. All right, let's go to this game. It's Carlton versus Adelaide, MCG, 2:20 p.m. Let's hear the Carlton song. That'll do with that. Let's go to the Adelaide song.
We're the pride of South Australia.
And that'll do with that. Carlton position 15th on the ladder, 5 wins and 8 losses. Carlton 15, 5 and 8. Adelaide position 2nd, 9 and 4. What are your thoughts here, boys?
I'll go Adelaide. Crows by 40 plus.
Wow, 40 plus at the MCG. All right, Tom.
I think Adelaide too. I think I think they'll respond.
They kind of have to get back into the winner's circle and start saying we're a dominant team and we're everything that we think we should be. So, yep, all right. Metricon Stadium, 4:35 p.m. You'd be familiar with this ground, Jaeger. This is Gold Coast versus North Melbourne. Let's hear the Gold Coast song. That'll do it. Let's go straight to the North Melbourne song. And thank you with that one, Sam. Gold Coast 14th on the ladder, 5 wins, 8 losses. North Melbourne 17th on the ladder, 4 wins, 9 losses. Probably easier game to pick than most of the others.
Gaz is 300th, and I think he's probably going to be playing. So I'll tip Gold Coast.
Okay.
I might go with North, just so it doesn't sound like I'm copying Jag with every tip.
All right, I like that too. This game, Spotless Stadium, 7:25 p.m. Saturday evening. This is going to be a cracker game. This is first versus third. It's GWS. Let's hear the GWS song. All right, they're positioned first on the ladder, 10 wins, 3 losses. Coming up against the Cats. Let's hear that.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all.
Another lot of love there, is there? Position third on the ladder with 9 wins and 4 losses. What do you think here, boys? This should be a cracker game.
Yeah, this is almost game of the round, I reckon. GWS by not much at all.
Okay, just straight
under
across
2
the line.
goals, yeah.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, I think I'll agree on that. I'm not sure if Selwood's been confirmed to play after getting knocked out last week. So, yeah, if he's not playing, it might make their job a bit tougher, and I think the Giants might win.
Did you think it was interesting that he pushed away the trainers as he was coming off the ground in case that was going to be questioned? That he went, well, I come off for my own volition, I was fine, in order to try and get back in and play this week? Do you think there was any thought process in that, from your opinion?
I'm not too sure. He looked pretty dazed, so it's hard to say, but... Yeah. It's pretty tough these days with concussion. They're pretty strict on the ruling, and so they should be. So no surprise he didn't go back on the ground.
Yep, no worries at all. Let's move over to Adelaide Oval. This is 7:10 p.m. Saturday evening again. It's Port Adelaide versus Richmond. Let's hear the Port song.
We've got the power to win.
That'll do there. Position 4th on the ladder, 8 wins, 5 losses. Coming up against the Tigers. Position 6 on the ladder, 8 wins, 5 losses. Tigers song, Sam. You like the Tigers? Oh, beautiful. So you wouldn't like this song then? You love this song. What about this one?
9th again. The Richmond Tigers finish 9th again. In any season you will see it is our fate to miss out on the 8. We win a few, then lose a lot, and then it is too late. We just went down the
Sorry about that, little man. The boys are just as puzzled as you are. They're going, what's going on with that? I think this will be a cracker game, though. Port coming up against Richmond. Richmond really needs to stamp their approval moving forward into, the finals contention if they really want to be the team that they think that they are. This could be, I would personally think, probably one of the games of the round. At Adelaide Oval, what are your thoughts here, boys?
Adelaide Oval, I'll go Port Adelaide. They're a really hostile crowd over there, and if you don't shut them up early, then they get involved. So I'll go with Port Adelaide. Yeah,
great football too, aren't they? Sitting 4th on the ladder, Port. Yeah. So Tom.
Oh yeah, I think Port will win too. We saw their best footy when we played them a game at Adelaide Oval, and they were too good for us that night. And they played their best footy there, so I think they'll win. Okay, mate.
Sunday, July the 2nd, we're finally out of Saturday night and Saturday games. This is at Etihad Stadium, 1:10 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. It's Essendon versus Brisbane. Let's hear the Essendon song. Thank you very much, Sam. Positioned 11th on the ladder with 6 wins and 7 losses. Come up against the Lions.
We are the pride of Brisbane town.
Wow, you're a confused lot out there tonight. Brisbane sitting 18th on the ladder with only 2 wins and 11 losses. What do you reckon here, boys?
Essendon. Yeah, they'll be pretty filthy with their loss last week. They probably shouldn't have lost that one, so I think they'll come out firing and beat Brisbane.
Good. Okay. Tom?
Yeah, I think the Bombers too.
Yep, pretty plain and simple. Our second last game for this round. We're nearly out of the tipping and we can get back to, talking about other things. This is at Domain Stadium, 2:40 p.m. in Western Australia. It's St Kilda versus Freo. Let's hear the Saints song.
Oh, when the Saints go marching.
Thank you very much. Coming up against the Freo Dockers. Beauty, thank you, Sam. St Kilda position 8th on the ladder, 7 wins, 6 losses. Freo position 12th with 6 wins and 7 losses. It's anyone's game, right up until, the next 3 or 4 rounds of football. So it's going to be really interesting. What are your thoughts here on St Kilda and Freo? Freo came out amazed against Geelong last week.
Yeah, could flip a coin for this.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I'll just say I think I've tipped every home team so far, so I may as well tip the home team and go Freo.
Go Freo. All right. Tom?
Yeah, it's a tough round, isn't it? There's a lot of games which teams are in very similar positions on the ladder. I think the home ground advantage definitely plays a part, both for the teams in Adelaide and the teams in Perth. So it's Domain Stadium. I think Freo.
Go Freo.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game that you guys are all here to find out a little bit more about. It's brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. We like the Big Picture people being involved in this because we go in and get a little bit more of the big picture on this game. So it is this game at the MCG on Sunday afternoon. It's up against the Pies. Let's hear this song. That'll do. Thank you very much. And let's hear the Hawthorn song.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty fighting horse. We love our club and we play to win. Riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn.
All right, that'll do. Thank you very much. Hawthorn position 16th on the ladder, 5 wins and 8 losses. Also, Collingwood position 13th on the ladder, 5 wins and 8 losses. You're both in the roundabouts of where you need to be. I just wanted to discuss a couple of things with you. Injuries. I know that we've got a question from the floor in relation to where you're at with you, but we will go through them. Stratton, obviously 1 more week with a knee, correct? Are we assuming?
I think he might be available. We've got another few training sessions to get through, so I think the medical staff will make the decisions after training, so we're not quite sure yet.
Won't know that one. Frawley, still foot, 1 to 3 weeks, still on that one?
Yeah, still. So he's out of the moon boot now. He's running. Not too sure how long, but 1 to 3 weeks sounds about right. Good.
Gibbo with his groin, still, what are we looking at there, 2 to 4 weeks on that?
Yeah, I think Gibbo still obviously won't play this week. That's been confirmed, and not exactly sure what the time frame looks like after that. I think the medical staff had a better idea, but not exactly sure.
Understood. O'Rourke, hamstring, still out 3 weeks?
Yeah, so he's doing a really, really strong conditioning block at the moment. I think he's doing a fair few hill sprints to get that hammy nice and strong. So
yeah, right.
3 to 4 weeks, something around that mark.
Something around that figure. Rioli, we went into him the other day and had a chat with him. Saw him in his brace. His knee. He said that he's out running again, but he's still, you reckon, 3 to 5 weeks, or it could be a little bit longer?
Yeah, I think with a PCL injury, it's sort of a tough time frame to give a time on. So, he's back running, like you mentioned, and he's still wearing a brace at times just to help support his knee. So, I think it's sort of a week-to-week proposition as well.
Yeah. Okay, well done. I've got 2 more, but I've really only got 1 more because we've got your answer. But Fitzpatrick with concussion, most likely come back in?
Yeah, Fitzy's he's similar. He's got a week-by-week proposition. He's it's a bit unfortunate. He got a knock. I think it was against Brizzy and Tassie, and it's taken him a while to get over that. So he's still going through the concussion protocol, and the doctors will make sure that he's cherry right before he comes back to footy. Sure. So not too sure about him. Cross
the T's, dot the I's. I've got down there O'Meara knee. I just wish you the best, mate. I can't wait to see you back playing football. You've had 4 games this season. It'd be wonderful to see the Hawks, string a few together over this period, and then when we head into the finals time, get you back on the field. Wish for nothing better. It'd be wonderful, mate. Well done. Now, Tommy Mitchell, how have you found your role at the club? How are you settling in? Obviously, we could call you the possession king because you've got the ball on a string, but how do you find your role? How are you settling into it at Hawthorn?
Yeah, it's been really enjoyable. Obviously, the win-loss record doesn't speak for that, but I think it's a great club to be a part of, and a club that's been built on a strong culture through Clarko and obviously the leaders in Hodgie and Ruffy, and just in a fortunate position really to be able to learn off those guys every day at training, and you learn most on game day as well. So it's been great to play alongside them.
Can I ask you, initially when you come to a new club, did you find that was going to be a big hurdle for you when you just wanted to settle into it? And are you at that stage now, or you still think there's a little while to go, or you were there ages ago? Where do you find your position at the club right now in that respect?
In terms of
just how you've settled in with the Hawthorn style of football.
Yeah, I think playing for a new club, it can take a while to adjust, and obviously you're playing with guys you've never played alongside, and you don't know everyone's strengths and weaknesses as much as you would like. So I think we're gelling better and better every week, and especially throughout the midfield. Playing alongside guys like Shawnee Burgoyne and Liam Shields and Will Langford and these guys, our synergy's definitely improving week to week. So I'm sure the longer we play together, the better it's going to get. Yeah,
good on you, mate. Well done. I can't go past Silk on the other night. Brilliant game of football, BOG. He was just brilliant. It must be wonderful playing alongside him.
Yeah, he's super. I don't know how he does it. I think he's 33 now, and he's played 333 games or something.
He's just brilliant to watch.
Yeah, he's really good to watch, and I'm hoping that he goes on again next year.
Yeah, and he finds the ball and can just get it out. And he's just an integral part of the Hawthorn team structure. He's a brilliant player. I love watching him. Peter Knight's elevated to legend status at the club. That was fantastic. That's not a bad achievement for a Hawthorn man. He was my idol when I was growing up. I wasn't a Hawthorn supporter as such, but I just loved his high-flying marks and being, who he was at the club, and ultimate goal kicker for the club as well. So that's a wonderful achievement for him. Also just wanted to point out Hodgie. He was mic'd up on the weekend, sounds of the game. Doesn't mind having a bit of a chat, does he? Is he really like that on the field?
Yeah, haven't actually seen. I've heard about it.
Footage,
I haven't seen
right.
it, but Yeah, I think that's why he's such a great leader. He leads by example, both through his actions and his voice and his direction. And I think we're pretty lucky to have one of the best leaders in the competition in our team. So when you've got him directing you back his knowledge, with his experience he's had for 15 years. So it's great to have.
What do you guys think of that the other night? Did you all enjoy that? Was good. Yeah. Okay. All right. The last one. I would hate to use the term end of the road, but wanting to know about the signings for next season and will they continue on. Obviously, cliches are going to come into the, well, we want them to play on. It'd be nice if they did. But talking about Burgoyne, Hodge and Gibbo, do you reckon that there's going to be an opportunity for them to be playing again next year?
Look, I'm not too sure. It's probably going to be up to I'm sure they'll have a conversation with the guys at the end of the year, but I know all three of them are just focused on this year and week by week at the moment. So I don't think they're too worried about what's going to pan out at the end of the year, but all they're focused on at the moment is this year.
Well done. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's the tips for round 15. We knocked it on the head. You've got it all from the boys. Please continue to give them a round of applause. Thank you. Well done, boys. Thank you. All right, what we're going to do now, we need 2 contestants to come up here. And the 2 contestants don't have to do too much. I'm pretty sure that Sandy's already picked them out. They'll make their way up here to the stage. Boys, what we're going to be doing here, I'll introduce it off the top.
I promise Seth, even though he does Barraca St Kilda, but that's okay, that's okay.
Be nice. Come on, just come on up the front here, mate.
And Peter.
All right. Welcome to the stage, boys. Yeah, no, we won't be asking him any Hawthorn questions. Just stay down the front there. Sandy will sort you out. So who have we got? We got Peter and Seth, was it?
Seth, yep.
Yeah, welcome to the stage, boys. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pass you our elaborate scoring system. Seth, could you turn around? Seth? There you go, mate. That's yours. You just hold on to that. It's not too hard, mate. You don't have to sort of like cure cancer or anything. Peter, if you could grab that. You guys are going to be scoring for these 2 boys. All you've got to do is flip over the paddles when they get a question right. Seth, hello. Seth. Yeah? You're going to be playing on behalf of Jaeger. You cool with that? Yeah? He's okay with that? I can't really see him, so I presume he's all right with it. Peter, you're going to be playing on behalf of Tom. It's really simple. This segment is called Knowing Me, Knowing You. All right, boys. This is you 2 new boys to the club. You never played before. You both came to Hawthorn. You didn't really know each other that well. So we're going to help you get to know each other a little bit better, and we're going to see how much you do know about each other. What I'm going to be doing, Jaeger, I'm going to be asking 10 questions about Tom, and you have to give me the answers and Tom to that, and then Tom will say whether that's right or wrong or not. All right? Yep. So your first question, Jaeger, about Tom is, what is Tom's age?
He's a year older than me, so 24.
Correct. All right. So Seth, that's he's got one right. Flipping over down there, crazy. All right. What is his birth date, month and year will do?
Was it? I think it was Was it June? This one? No. May.
No.
June. May 93.
Right. May 93 is right.
Yep. Oh, all right. 2. Okay. Do you know where Tom was born? And I'll take city or town.
Melbourne.
Yep.
Got to go with that. I gave him city or town. Do you know Tom's middle name?
Barry.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. What is it, Tom?
James.
James. All right. Incorrect. You didn't get that one. What sort of musical genre or artist does Tom like?
Hip hop.
I don't even know the answer to that.
What'd you have down?
I don't. It's the answer comes from the individual, so you wouldn't even know. Would you clarify?
I'm just going to say something that's not hip hop, so I can't get to it.
It's not hip hop. All right, it's not hip hop. Growing up, who did Tom barrack for?
Carlton.
Yep.
Well done. All right. Do you know what sort of car Tom drives?
Yeah, an Audi A5.
Audi A5. One for the sponsors. All right. Do you know if Tom has a pet? If so, what is its name?
He's got a border collie.
All right.
I'm not sure of the name though. Do I get a point for that?
Half a point.
I'll give you half a point. No indication? No? Tom?
Border collie called Lenny.
Lenny?
Yep.
All right, Lenny, after Lenny Kravitz. Right on. How many brothers or sisters does Tom have?
I think it's one brother, one sister.
Correct.
Correct. How's he going down there, Seth? He's on 7. Next time you get a contestant, give me somebody that's going to like be interactive with me. How many goals has Tom kicked in his career to date?
73?
I'd love to have kicked 73.
43.
Tom, do you know?
I think you said 42 before, did you?
I'm pretty sure that what I actually said was Tom Mitchell has kicked 42. Can't give it to you. All right. What did you finish up with?
6.
6.5. 6.5. We haven't got a half there, but yeah, 6.5. Well, that's not too bad. You do know a little bit about Tom. Now it's going to be reversed, Tom. Same questions. Let's see what you know. What is Jaeger's age?
23.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Yes, correct. All right. There you go, Pete. Got the first one right. What is Jaeger's birth date, month and year?
April 17, did you say before? 1994?
Nah.
No, April 17's mine, but...
February 23rd, 94.
Yeah, no good. No good, Pete. Do you know where Jaeger was born? I'll take city or town.
Western Australia.
Okay. Do you know their middle name? Do you know Jaeger's middle name?
I've got a... Is it John?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well done. All right. What sort of musical genre or artist does he like?
This is a tough one. Hip hop? Is that...
No. R&B.
R&B. All right. Didn't get that one. No, it's not. Growing up, who did he barrack for?
West Coast.
West Coast. Very well done. Do you know what sort of car that he drives?
Audi A5.
Wow, the sponsor's getting a real plug here tonight. Do you know if he has a pet? If so, what is its name?
In Melbourne, I'm going to say no, he does not have a pet with him.
Okay. That would be correct?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Okay. But you do have one in WA?
We had a border collie as well, but unfortunately he passed away about a month ago.
Oh, yeah. No. We had that question last week too, and unfortunately the dog ran away, and it wasn't a very good result, was it? No. Okay. How many brothers or sisters does he have?
He's got no brothers.
Yeah.
And he's got 3 sisters.
Yeah, correct.
Wow. How's he going down there, Pete? What's the score?
7.
7? Oh, mate. You guys aren't competitive at all, are you? How many goals has Jaeger kicked in his career to date?
25, I'm going to say.
25, you would say. You're very close, mate. It's 28. No cigar. But, Pete, you ended up winning, didn't you?
You did.
With a total score of 7.
7.
Is that right? Well done. All right. Hey, Pete, you've won $20 from Big Pig, Little Pig, $20 from Celebrations, $50 from Lobster Cave, and $20 from My Jersey. That's all yours, mate. Well done. Passes the scorecard back up. Seth, you don't go away empty-handed. There's a stubby holder to put your beer in. Thanks, my friend. You did really well. I hope so. I don't know. Well done. Thanks, guys. All right, we need 2 more contestants. What have we got? Sand?
I've got... What was your name? I've got Mark up here.
And we got Di down there. Opposing team, Sand?
Oh, no, Diane, sorry.
We need opposing teams.
What was your name? I got Alex.
All right.
Geelong.
Oh, I like it. All right. You boys are going to give me a score here. I'm going to introduce it. What we've got, this is a segment called Say My Name.
Alex and Mark.
All right, we've got Alex and Mark, have we?
Yeah, Mark.
All right, nice. Yep.
Alex.
Nice to meet you, boys. Mark, you're obviously a Hawthorn supporter. You're going to be going first. I'm going to explain how this little one works. Both you gentlemen are going to have 45 seconds on the clock. I'm going to be calling out in 45 seconds the surnames of all of the players from the club. You have to give me the Christian name. All right? So in 45 seconds, as quick as you can, keep the microphone under your chin like this so I can hear you. I'll call out the surname. You give me the Christian name. Are we all cool with the rules? Yep. Everyone knows what's going on? Here it goes. This is how it's going to work. Jaeger's going to be keeping score for you. And obviously, Tom, you're going to be keeping score for our other contestant. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Our first one is Roughhead.
Jared.
Correct. Mitchell.
Tom.
Correct. Hartung.
Billy.
Correct. Burton.
Ryan.
Correct. Gibson.
Josh.
Correct. McAvoy.
Ben.
Correct. Jurea.
Taylor.
Correct. Burgoyne.
Sean.
Correct. O'Meara.
Jake.
Correct. Whitecross.
Brendan.
Correct. Frawley.
Chip.
James. That'll do. O'Rourke.
Sorry, Mr.
O'Rourke.
John O'Rourke.
Yep. Birchall.
Grant.
Correct. Hodge.
Luke.
Correct. Smith.
Isaac.
Correct. Howe.
How? Daniel. Yeah.
Daniel, yes. Segler.
Jonathan.
Correct. Gunston.
Jack Gunston.
Correct. Willsmore.
Bells.
I'll give you that one. Yep. Finished up with a total score of 19. Not bad. Well done. Nice little score. All right. How you feeling, my friend?
Fantastic.
Yeah, good. I like that answer. I'll give you a point for that.
Tom and Jaeger so far.
Now, you've got the same 45 seconds on the clock. All your players are obviously going to be coming from the Geelong Football Club. I'll be reading out their surnames. You'll be reading out their Christmas names. Christmas or Christian? We'll go with Christian. All right, your first one is Stanley.
Reese.
Correct. Tui.
Zach.
Correct. Parfitt.
Jonathan.
No. Brandon. Mackie.
Andrew.
Correct. Cockatoo.
Nakaya.
Correct. McCarthy.
Brandon.
No. Lincoln. Taylor.
Harry.
Correct. Kolajasny.
Jack.
Jake. Close. Smith.
Isaac.
No. Zach. You're playing for Geelong, not for Hawthorn. Menzel.
Dan.
Yes. Lang.
Darcy.
Yes. Buzzer.
Hey, say again?
Buzzer.
No idea.
Wiley. Lonergan.
Tom.
Yes. Selwood.
Joel.
Correct. Hayball. What do you finish up with? 10.
Very close.
Yeah, very close. Very close. Very, very close, but just no cigar in this instance. But well done. Really good effort. But you're our champion. You won tonight, my friend. As I said, Big Pig, Little Pig, my jersey, Lobster Cave and celebrations. $110 worth of vouchers. Thanks for participating. You don't go away empty-handed. There's a stubby holder of a bumper sticker. Put it on your car, or if you haven't got a car, put it on your pet. Well done. Thank you very much. Too easy. All right. We need 2 more contestants up here.
Diane.
These 2 contestants get to do nothing.
Diane, Daniel.
Wonderful. Here's the score pad, my dear. If you could take that.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And here's another one for you.
Daniel.
Thank you so much. You love this elaborate scoring system. This is technology at its finest. What's going to be happening here, boys? I'm going to introduce this segment. You're going to like this. This is something new. These people in this room haven't seen it before. It's a segment that we like to call Lose Yourself.
Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out.
All right. Yeah, you hold the score pad. Okay, he's playing.
Do you know what you're doing?
All right. Get him in nice and tight, Sam. Don't give him a microphone because I can already see it's getting haywire. All right, what we need to do here, ladies and gentlemen, this segment, as I said, it's called Lose Yourself. What the boys are going to be doing, you've got a score pad in front of you. All right? Have you ever played a game called Scattergrease? Ever familiar with it? I've got a 26-sided die here, right? Whatever letter spins up, you boys are going to have 10 questions that start with that letter. Now, I'll give you an example. If I was to say, give me a girl's name, you can get 2 points if the letter came up and it was L and you wrote down Lucy Lou. There's 2 points because it starts with an L, all right? It's not footy related. It's just a little bit of fun. But it's seeing how quick you can think on your feet. You've got around about 3 or 4 seconds to get each question right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the die. Once I've done that, I'm then going to ask you those 10 questions. You're going to write down your 10 answers. Now, we did this last week with Dustin Martin and Jack Rewald, and it was friggin' funny. So we're going to see if we can get the same laughter out of you boys. All right, here it goes. Here is the letter. It's R. All right. Here are your 10 questions. Your first one is, give me a girl's name that starts with R.
Rachel.
And that's without a microphone. Wow. Give me a piece of fruit that starts with an R. Give me a car that starts with an R. Give me a suburb in Melbourne that starts with an R. Give me an animal that starts with an R. Something that you eat which starts with an R. A vegetable that starts with an R. A job which starts with an R. A musical band or artist starting with the letter R.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Shh. A baby's name which starts with the letter R.
Robin.
Time up. All right. You two, thanks for participating down the front. We didn't even need you to yet, but now you're about to. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through these 10 questions and we'll see how we go. All right. Boys, grab your microphones, grab your score pads. I'll call it out. Question 1, give me a girl's name starting with the letter R.
Renee.
Renee.
Rachel.
Rachel, all right. There's 1 point each. This is where you now participate. So you turn your score pad over, 1 each. A piece of fruit starting with R.
Rockmelon.
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 Rockmelon, all right.
Copy me.
Okay. A car starting with the letter R.
Renault.
Renault.
Range Rover.
Oh, Range Rover. Hey, cool, like it. 2 points, well done. A suburb in Melbourne.
Richmond.
Richmond.
Ringwood.
Ringwood, all right, I like it. An animal starting with R.
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. Okay, yeah, I like it. Yeah, good.
I said rodent. Is that an animal?
No, rodent's an animal. Give rodent as an animal. Yeah. Oh, okay, thanks. How about something that you eat starting with R? Yeah, 6. Something that you eat starting with R.
Oh, I must be on to the next question, but I said rainbow.
I haven't even actually got that in there. Something that you eat. Question 6.
I said rockmelon again.
Interesting. No, and no. But we can give rockmelon, so we'll go with that again. Question 7.
Sorry, was that right?
Yeah, for Tom it was, yeah. Question 7, a vegetable starting with R.
I didn't write down. I've stuffed up here.
Okay.
I've got nothing.
It's all right.
I said rocket, but I don't know if that's a vegetable.
Yeah, rocket. Yeah, rocket. Yeah, that'll do. Question 8, a job starting with R.
Passed.
No.
Receptionist. I got given an answer from somewhere in the crowd somewhere.
But receptionist is good. We'll go with that. Number 9, musical band or artist.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Same.
All right. And the last one, a baby's name.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Robbie.
How'd we go down there with a score? How did you... 11? Yep. And... can you tell me, is it 6 or 5 or 6? Doesn't matter, you didn't win. You did. Wow, that wasn't complicated. Tom, you got across the line. Well done. You win. Jake, well done, mate. You get the 110 vouchers. $110 worth of vouchers. No. Nice try, though. Big Pig, Little Pig, celebrations, Lobster Cave in my jersey. Give us back the score pads. You take that. Thank you very much, sir. Can you give that to the lovely Diane? She's a champion, I think. Wow-wee. All right, that all worked out for the best. Take a deep breath, boys. That wasn't too bad. It all worked out. Boys, we're going to go through a little bit of this, our next segment. Then we've got a little bit of a half-time break. What we're going to do there, we'll get the photos done in front of the banner over there. I'll get those people that are in front of it right now to move. Sandy will look after that. We'll get everybody through and do some photos. We'll do a big group shot here. But we've got a segment first, and this is called What Can I Say? What we're going to do here, boys, I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. Finish the sentence with either a word or anything else you want to say. Would you like to see State of Origin return?
Yeah, I would. I think it'd be awesome, for sure.
Okay, good.
I think it'd be hard to work out when you would do it, but I'd like to see it as well. Yeah.
Yep, good. Is the shot clock good or bad for football?
I'm not too fast either way. I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's an issue at all.
All right.
I think it's good. I think it keeps the game going a bit quicker.
Yep.
Yep.
Keeps it active. All right. Playing at Simmons Stadium is?
Quite hostile. Yeah, up there with Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Challenging.
Challenging. All right. Taking a specky is?
I haven't taken many. You'd have to ask Piopolo or Cyril.
Yeah.
Yeah, never taken one.
No. All right. Should a 9-point goal be in home and away games?
Nah, keep it the way it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I like tradition as well.
Yep, good. Travelling interstate is?
It's good fun actually. I quite enjoy it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it is good. Getting away with just your teammates and no one else, and against a crowd of 50,000 people, 20 against 50,000 is pretty cool.
Awesome, awesome. Should Tasmania have a team of their own?
I quite enjoy having a couple of home games there a year, so
Yep.
hopefully we can stay and keep doing that.
Yep, Tom?
I don't really have an opinion on it, but I'm not too sure, yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem. Should the ball be bounced or thrown up?
Keep tradition, I think bounced.
Bounce? Tom?
Yeah, centre bounce it. And yeah.
Okay. Hawthorn supporters are?
The best in the comp.
Yeah, great support. Good support, yeah.
Yeah, good, good. Your thoughts on the Twilight Grand Final are?
I don't mind it. I like tradition, so I think they're changing rules too many times a year and that kind of thing, so maybe just keep it the way it is.
Okay, yep.
Well said.
Yep, well said. I'll back that up. The rule of nominating in a ruck contest is?
It was confusing in early days, but I think everyone knows about it now, so it's not really an issue.
Okay. Yep, Tom?
Well said again, yeah.
You're getting second here. Being an AFL footballer is?
It's good fun.
Okay.
It's hard work as well, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favourite ground to play on?
MCG, and then I'd have to say Tassie. I think the deck in Tassie is unreal. Like, it's probably one of the best in comp, so yeah, MCG and Tassie.
Excellent. Yep, Tom?
Yeah, I love the MCG.
Yeah.
Home games.
An AFL coach's job is?
I'd imagine that it is very, very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be pretty tough having to manage not only all the players but all the entire staff as well. So challenging as well.
Challenging, big time. Your thoughts on Good Friday football?
Yeah, I think it's worked well. So happy for it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they raised a lot of money last year, so if it's going to be positive in that way, I think it's a good idea.
Good answer, love it. Playing for Hawthorn is?
Yeah, love it. Really rapt to be here and can't wait for what the future holds.
Like it?
Yeah, it's a honour to play for such a great club with great history, and yeah, love pulling on the jumper.
Yeah. Good on you. Hawthorn this year will finish?
Could finish anywhere. The competition's that even this year, so hopefully it's in the top 8.
Yep.
I'll say top.
Top. Oh! You win the fans. Your Brownlow tip for 2017 is?
Yeah, Tommy or Dustin Martin or Joel Selwood.
Okay.
I think Dustin Martin.
Dustin Martin, okay. Thursday night football is?
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Okay.
We got a 10-day break in between games, so yeah, I like it.
Yeah, all right. Tom?
It's good if you play on the Thursday, get a long weekend.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I hear that one a lot. When you see a poster or merchandise of yourself, what do you think? Honesty.
Gee, I look ugly there.
What would your answer be, Tom?
Oh, that'd sell for a fair bit, I reckon.
What's your reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
Humbled. I think it's pretty cool, yeah.
Great word.
You haven't seen too many, but there's maybe a few old Jordan Lewis numbers at the fan day, so I can claim a few of them.
I like it. Is staging a reportable offence?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with the crowd. They all said yes, can't they?
You can, but... Yeah. All right. Pre-season games are?
Don't mind. I think there's probably too many.
Yep.
I think maybe two is a good number.
Okay.
Probably 3 is a bit too
all
much.
Right. The deliberate rush behind rule is?
Yeah, again, confusing early days, but I think everyone's got their head around it now, so it's a non-issue.
Yeah, it's tough on defenders at times, but yeah, I think it keeps the game flowing and players take more risk in the last line of defence, which is what the fans want to see. So
yeah. I'd probably attribute a lot of what's been happening in these close games to that over the last couple of weeks. And your last one for this segment, tomato sauce, should it be kept in the fridge or the cupboard?
I keep mine in the fridge.
In the fridge?
Cupboard for me.
Cupboard. Yeah. All right. There's your questions. That was What Can I Say? Thanks, boys. I really appreciate it. Look, I just want to... Boys, we've come to the end of the show, which is pretty cool. I just want to point out we're at the Burvale Hotel this Sunday, the 2nd of July from 11 a.m. It's the Manny Pacquiao and Horn fight. It's on here. It'll be broadcast on that friggin' big screen down the back of the room there. It's recently been renovated, as you can tell. Last time when we did the show, we were down that end of the room. This time we're up here. Everyone has a chance to win one of two signed Manny Pacquiao boxing gloves. You can win and be part of boxing history. There'll be $6 Furphy pints with great food and specials all day. All hail the Burvale. There you go. Upcoming shows, I need to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, on July the 5th, we've got Essendon's Orazio Fantasia and Michael Hurley live from the Sandown Park Hotel, Corrigan Road and Princess Highway, Noble Park. If you've enjoyed tonight, don't just keep it to yourself. Tell your friends, share it around, let them come down and be part of the fun. On July the 12th, we've got Geelong, Scott Selwood and Joel Selwood live from the South Barwon Football Club. Help me out here, boys. They're about to start throwing rocks and eggs. 79 Reynolds Road in McDonald's Reserve, Belmont. On July the 19th, you'll like this, Collingwood's Adam Treloar and Brodie Grundy, live from the Mulgrave Country Club, Wellington and Jules Road, Wheelers Hill. July the 26th, Western Bulldogs, Luke Dalhouse and Easton Wood, live from the West Hyde Hotel in Laverton. On August the 2nd, Richmond's Dustin Martin and Jack Weewalt, live from the Excelsior Hotel in Marnie's Road, Thomastown. On August the 9th, 7 weeks, we're back here. Yeah. We're doing the show with Melbourne's Max Gawn and Jaden Hunt, live from the Burvale Hotel. Obviously, you know the address. That's going to be a ripper show. I just read out the next 7 weeks of shows to explain to you that we get some of the best talent at these shows from all the clubs. We've had 2 awesome champions from the Hawthorn Football Club here tonight. Please put your hands together for them. If you want to attend any of these shows, get on to www.that'sgoodforfooty.com. Or go onto our Facebook page. I hope you got on there and registered tonight. You can rate us, you can review us. If you didn't have a good time, don't do anything. Just get home and go to sleep. If you had a good time, let us know about it. What we'd like to do is just say, please put your hands together for Sam, who does our PA and audio. Sandy from the Framing Queen. Thanks, Sandy. Great job tonight. Cheers, Ben. Appreciate everything you've done. Whilst you're putting your hands together, thank Tom Mitchell. Thank Jager O'Meara. Appreciate you boys coming along. How was it for your first time? How'd you go with it?
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for having us.
Enjoyed it?
Good fun.
Good on you. Yeah. I really enjoyed having these two. They've never been on the show before, and I can't thank them enough, really. So thanks very much for being part of it. I just wanted to say, ladies and gentlemen, these are the That's Good Footy panel shows. Tonight, you've witnessed the Hawks night. My name's Damien. Thank you, and good night. Cheers, everyone.
Every night